And welcome back to the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. And right now in the pre-market, things are not looking hot. Dow is up pretty darn good. S&P, well, wait a second. Everything flipped since the last time I looked at it. It's flipped to the positive. Massively. Let's look at the fear and greed index. This isn't worth looking at. This is why I just stick to the charts typically, and I don't try and anticipate anything based on what is going on after market close. I know it can be awful, dreadful, great, wonderful, and it can have an influence on whether we gap up, gap down, or what happens the next day. But typically, the charts show me that anyway. But I'd be surprised if we're out of. Nope. See, we're not. We're at 14. Previous close was at an 11. We're in that extreme fear area. Okay. Let's take a look at the 2 hour, and I just want to show you right now. For my bear case, my bull case, and my opinion, this is kind of backlogged here. You can ignore that. But this is essentially kind of the bear case I'm thinking for tomorrow. We could fall through there. This is the bull case I'm thinking for tomorrow, up to possibly 402.02, flagging out there, although we may get stalled at the 455. That's essentially where I thought we were going to go yesterday. We almost made it there, so my case did play out pretty darn close. I was off by a buck. So we got kind of stalled out by that 100-day moving average. So that's all right, though. I got a little confused intraday, too. I did. And I want to give everybody a shout-out that helped me out today there on Webull as we spoke about this intraday because, when the Fed was scheduled to speak, I was expecting to see this move up fairly immediately, and that's why I anticipated it to go slightly higher. Now, I did call it up here at its possible highest point, but, again, I was right. I did call it, but intraday really kind of confused me a bit there. And so I just want to give a shout out to some of the guys that, first of all, Jason in the comments section here, as well on YouTube. I appreciate all of the comments, all of the information. Look, we're learning together here, and that's why this is a great place to stop in. And by the way, I saw some stuff on my charts like this descending wedge. If you see something wrong on my chart, please correct me. You notice I had to move this descending wedge. For some reason, it was moved on my last cast. And now we've broken out of that descending wedge. I had it like way up here. I don't even know how that happened. But I didn't notice during the cast. So if you see something that is amiss during my cast, I would appreciate it if you would go ahead and let me know. I'm not going to jump down your throat at all. I can certainly be wrong. And so, today, intraday, when I kind of was off the scent, I couldn't understand what was going on. Occupying investing on Webull, he told me with this low volume is because we're pre-Fed. People are waiting. And it took me a minute. I was thinking, why does anybody care about what the Fed says anymore? And then I realized, oh, wait, you have a good idea what the Fed is going to say. But everybody else is worried that they're still going to front load. And they have talked about that. I think that might be just a psychological tactic. They're going to go ahead and do what they've been planning on doing with the basis point hikes that they've laid out. But they like using that front-loading fear to kind of keep the market suppressed. They need us to go into recession, right? Even though right now we're looking very bullish, and bearish at the same time. We're in a strange place. So let's go over the bull case, the bear case really quick, why I think these are your cases for tomorrow. And you're going to want to pay attention to this because there's some interesting stuff developing with the bull case here. I do generally think, I didn't give you like a play-by-play in motion here on my case in purple. I just gave you the general direction. I think we're mostly going sideways and up. I think that's probably the direction we're headed. That doesn't mean we couldn't go down and cool off and then move up and go sideways, but that's just, and that doesn't mean we couldn't go up to this bull case and then kind of head down a little bit into this accumulation zone and head sideways. But I get the sense overall we're trying to make our way back up into this channel up here. Let's go over why, okay? And this is important because this could help you with your case, and then you can make your own decision. So we're looking at the 2 hour here. You know, we've got no confirmation on the EMA lines at all. We're under the 100 and the 200, and the volume, you know, it looks kind of weak. I mean, it's good, but it still looks weak. Now, on the opposite end of that, you've got your bull case, right? And the bull case, you've got the 20 beginning to curl up. We're supported by the 20 and the 50, which is really good. And we've got this massive bullish engulfing candle right here. And then we have another bullish engulfing candle right here. So it really looks like we're wanting to go here. And we have, you know, generally here increasing price on increasing volume. Yes, we've had a little pullback, but that's good. That's what you want to see if you're going to have a good bull case, okay? So we have to pay attention to the bull case here on the 2 hour. We haven't got total confirmation yet, but we certainly could be moving towards it. Let's take a look at the 4 hour now. And I think for the bear case on your 4 hour is, you know, you've had we've got no divergence here on the EMA lines, right? We've got no bullish divergence happening at all. We're only curling up a bit on the 20. We're under the 50, and we could actually go underbought here. It's possible. Now, but on the bull case, again, we still have increasing price on increasing volume, okay? We're supported by the 20, which is awesome for the 4 hour. That's very good. We need to see that. We don't want to be under the 20 in such a high time frame. And we've broken out of this descending wedge. And I've kind of put all of the fib lines in the background so we can see this descending wedge a little bit better, and we've broken out of that wedge. And so that's bullish. You break out of a descending wedge like that, that's bullish. Now, what you also have to understand, though, for the bear case is that we are also in this ascending wedge. And these have a tendency to break down. So, you know, I think all things being equal, again, this is kind of like why I'm making my case here. I think we're going to generally be moving in this direction. That doesn't mean we don't have some ups. That doesn't mean we don't necessarily cool off. But generally, I think this is the direction we want to go in. Let's take a look at the 30-minute really quickly. I can just tell you on the hour, we've had massive exiting volume. The momentum is slowing there, and you know, it's just not looking good there on the hour. You know, so that's definitely good for the bear case. I think that on the 30-minute for the bear case, what we want to say too, which is important, is that you know, we've been at that 398.19 so many times now. We have tested it several times, and it's, you know, eventually you have to fail this area. You have to get above, like right now is the time to get above. Tomorrow is the time to get above and to build structure for the bull case to really break out over this. If you see another rejection in the 398.19 area, I don't see how we don't stay broken down, okay? We've been down here for a long time now. We've been trying to prove ourselves here. And I just think it's time. We got to break above this, back up into these former accumulation zones and see some real bullish movement. Otherwise, I think, you know, that bear case, we're going to be on our way down, maybe worse than that, all right? So that's something to pay attention to there. Now, I would say on the bull case, you know, we still have room to run, and we're supported by the 20, the 50, and the 100 on the hour. Right, and then on the 30-minute here, we're just like we're moving almost full bullish divergence here. Those lines are trying to straighten themselves out completely. We're just waiting on that 200-day to find its way back where it belongs, and I think that will happen as price rides up through here, and the 200-day will kind of take its rightful place. And then again, I really think we're going to see this kind of motion here, and we're going to be trying to work our way back up. That's the sense that I'm getting from what I'm seeing here. I don't see any weird divergences at all. Everything is looking pretty much the way it should. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. All right. That's the bear case. That's the bull case. That's my opinion. Pay attention to this developing bull case. It is not to be taken lightly. I know there's extreme fear in the market right now. I know that, things earlier at least looked like total garbage, but now they're beginning to flip green, and that's kind of helping to make my case, although they could have flipped red again that quickly. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is why I always ignore pre-market. It's very finicky, and, when I've been calling the market point to point in the past, oh, that's not good. When I've been calling the market point to, well, okay. So I guess that's going to conclude this episode.